Matt, today's national days.
All right. What are we? What's today?
Okay, Salami Day, Buy a Book Day, and Beer Lovers Day.
Oh, what will you do first?
Oh, man. Choices, the options here.
Yeah, you think you'll hollow out a salami and use it as a straw to have a drink?
Or a straw, meat straw. Let's do it.
That's what I'm saying, meat straw.
Great idea. I get it.
And then go buy a book? Is that what it was?
Yes. Read your new book while you're sipping your meat straw and on your beer.
Yeah, sounds deluxe.
I just bought a book, though, so I might have to wait for a little bit before I buy another book.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a slippery slope. If I buy all the books that I want, I don't read them as fast as I would like. Then I feel guilty that I bought all these books and I'm not reading as fast as I should be. So,
Well, whatever it takes to make you feel guilty, I suppose.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah.
What about you going to crack open for National Beer Lovers Day?
Sure, why not? Any excuse. Or I might just pour myself some whiskey. I don't know.
Pretend.
Yeah, I'll celebrate beer by having a different alcohol. I don't know.
You rebel, you.
Yeah, watch out. Kate, are your kids doing the Macarena?
Not if I can help it.
I've heard multiple reports that the kids are doing the Macarena.
It's on one of the playlists, and every time it comes up, I go, skip.
Your kids didn't put it there on the playlist?
Oh, somehow it got there, and it wasn't me, so I'm guessing it was the kids.
Do you think they're trying to hide the fact that they're doing the Macarena from you?
They might. They don't get too upset when I skip it, though. So,
okay.
Yeah.
They might be faking happiness.
Where did you hear about the kids doing the Macarena?
2 friend groups that are independent from each other. There is no overlap between these friends.
Okay.
And one from each group was like, do you guys know the kids are doing the Macarena? And so you haven't heard this yet?
No.
Other than it somehow showing up on a playlist?
Other than it's showing up on a playlist. Nope.
So I searched for Macarena. The Macarena lyrics are way dirtier than we remembered. Yeah, the majority of these articles are about how the Macarena is kind of a dirty song. People shocked to learn what Macarena lyrics mean, and it's not child-friendly.
Well, I think it's funny the way you're saying they're doing the Macarena, like they're hitting the hash pipe.
Yep, you're right. Well, Macarena is a gateway drug to things, sure.
So are you going to explain the dirty lyrics?
The song is about a woman named Macarena whose boyfriend is on deployment with the army. To pass the time, she ends up in the company of his 2 best friends.
Oh. How did that get a dance?
I don't know. Because it was Spanish, people didn't know what they were dancing to. When translated into English, the lyrics mean, give your body some joy, Macarena, because your body is for giving joy. And good things, give your body some joy, Macarena.
It doesn't sound like the type of song that, necessitates the dance moves. You know what I mean?
Should have just been hip thrusting or something?
I mean, yeah. What does that have to do with, the hand? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not like the hokey pokey.
Other lyrics hint at Macarena's unfaithfulness to her boyfriend. But don't you worry about my boyfriend. He's a boy whose name is Victorino. I don't want him. Couldn't stand him. He was no good, so I... Now, come on. What was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his 2 friends were so fine. So I guess Macarena had a 3...
Hey, Macarena. Right?
Threesome Macarena.
I can see it. Matt, I belong to one of these moms groups that's like, hey, do you have a good eye doctor? Or, hey, do you have some good remedy for a cold? It's just all sorts of mom questions, okay?
All right, yeah.
So this post caught my eye because I didn't understand it at first, and now I think it's hilarious. A woman posted a picture of her son and said, it's my son's 18th birthday today. Will you please message him about used pillows he has for sale? And then puts his phone number on there.
Okay.
Okay?
For used pillows.
For used pillows.
All right.
It's totally a joke. But there's 155 comments of people posting their screenshot of texting him like, hey, heard you have pillows for sale. And he's like, how do these people keep getting my number? Like, he is completely confused. 295 reactions. But can you imagine your mom like just putting your phone number out there for your 18th birthday and just, why are you getting all these random texts about used pillows for sale?
So this kid had no idea about the used pillow thing at all.
No.
And then his mom puts his number out there and says, hey, I want you to prank my son about, I'm interested in your used pillows.
Yep.
All right. And this is in one of the groups that you use to find out how to medicate your children and such?
Just random mom's group. So there's lots of random questions, but it's about, hey, we're going to preschool in the fall. What do you think of these schools? So people ask for opinions and stuff.
So it's not people it's just like a message board of other English-speaking moms? Is that what it is?
Local.
It is local. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. I would assume that everyone's local because it's the local moms group, but...
Yeah, someone can infiltrate that.
Right?
Never know.
But I thought it was funny, like, used pillows. That's very specific. Like, ask him about his used pillows. And some of these moms were saying, like, hey, I'll pay extra if the sweat stains are still there, or if they're not washed, or it got kind of creepy, kind of funny, really fast.
Sounds like it. Kate, do your kids get paddled at school when they misbehave?
No. No, they do not.
No. Oh. Catholic school, I just assumed.
Yeah.
Nah.
Did you get paddled at Catholic school?
No. You?
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, nope. We're not that old.
No.
So, Cassville, R4. So, Cassville, Missouri.
Okay.
South Missouri. It's far south as you can go in Missouri. Kind of the western side of the state.
Okay.
Now allows parents to sign a waiver for corporal punishment so that the kids can get paddled if they misbehave.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you thinking of moving?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm wondering how teachers feel about that, though. Like, I get it. You signed a waiver. I'm still not going to hit your kid.
Yeah, the only quotes I've seen are from, the superintendent. Said one of the suggestions that came out was concerns about student discipline. So we reacted by implementing several different strategies. Corporal punishment being one of them.
Is this a one-room schoolhouse?
Possibly. Yeah. It's rural area. It's something we don't anticipate using frequently. This is an opt-in only option for parents, so anyone who disagrees with corporal punishment, they simply do nothing by not opting in. So yeah, I looked through a bunch of this and I did not see, because there were a couple articles when I looked it up, I did not see teachers who were getting all excited to, paddle some butts.
Right.
Whether or not they de-pants them in front of the classroom, it doesn't say here.
That's probably a different option to sign up for. Total humiliation and corporal punishment, check A and B.
Done.
It's crazy that the educators are the ones suggesting this, because you would think the educators would be educated that that's not.
It says it was a suggestion.
Okay.
As a result of a survey sent out to staff, students, and parents. So maybe it was staffers, maybe it's parents, or maybe it was just students. Maybe these students don't kink shame, Kate.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's kink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Funny. Oftentimes we talk about, this school is just having a Harry Styles, a Taylor Swift, a Beyonce, etc. class just to try to get students or to get radio stations to talk about them. Mm-hmm. My guess is that's not the case with this one.
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised this even made it as far as it has.
Apparently there's no state law that outlaws it, so why not?
Right?
Go wild.
Off the school grounds, it's assault. At school, my mom signed a waiver. It's fine.
Yep. Exactly.
Butterball has already said they're behind on turkeys for Thanksgiving, Matt.
Of course. Womp womp.
I don't know how they know this so early.
Well, they've got years of Thanksgiving experience. They know, typically we've got this many birds slaughtered and frozen by now. And we're way behind. That's all they know.
Okay.
I would think.
I think with the last 2 years, though, it's hard telling. How can they be so certain? How can they put out their predictions early September?
Probably because the turkeys are at such an age that it's like if you don't have a turkey that's this large now, it's not going to be plump in time for Thanksgiving. I'm not sure. I've never raised a turkey before.
Me neither, but they are delicious.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
They are making predictions that 90% of Americans plan to celebrate Thanksgiving this year, which is higher than it's been the past 2 years because of the pandemic.
That's nice.
85% will serve turkey. No data yet on which sides people are serving. So they've not predicted that, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And expect slightly more first-time hosts this November. Up 4% from last year. A lot of young people will be hosting. This is the Butterball prediction for Thanksgiving.
Butterball?
See, how do they predict that part? That doesn't have anything to do with, whether they've got turkeys.
Well, maybe they know that... I don't know. I give up.
Okay.
All right.
I just feel like that's like a magic 8 ball. Will people be first-time hosts this year? Shake it up. Yes. Butterball says so.
Yeah, that must be what Butterball's doing over there, sure.
Magic 8 ball. Maybe it's a turkey ball, though. Shaped like a...
Oh, that's beautiful.
They also say that most people say that inflation is a concern, but it won't prevent them from celebrating. And 8% might invite fewer people. 15% might go with more of a potluck Thanksgiving.
I thought most Thanksgivings were potluck. They not?
Sometimes are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like every Thanksgiving I've been to has been potluck, and I typically bring beer.
That's good. That's good. Somebody's got to bring it.
That's about as good of a recipe as I'm prepared to bring. Beers in cans and bottles.
My Uncle Kent, who's not the bachelor anymore, he just recently got married, but in his bachelor days, he would always bring the Bloody Mary bar to Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's something to think about.
That can become a whole Thanksgiving feast in its own.
Yeah.
Have a turkey leg hanging off the side of your bloody.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just ideas, Matt. No, I think when we host, we always have the main staples, like the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the stuffing, the gravy, but people bring, other things. And you don't tell people, no, you can't bring things, but...
Some finger foods and maybe dessert.
Veggie tray, yeah. Desserts. Mm-hmm.
Little veggie tray, yeah.
Yep.
You see, Kelly Clarkson won American Idol 20 years ago, Kate?
I knew she won American Idol. Has it been 20 years ago?
Yep, 20 years ago today, I won American Idol, and it forever changed the course of my life. That moment was the door that opened up so much access and opportunity and creative partnerships that I will be grateful for all of my days. So September 4th, 2002, Kelly Clarkson won American Idol.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Yep. And on Monday, she takes over the Ellen time slot, right? So,
oh, watch out.
Kelly Clarkson, yep. Onward and upward.
Moving on up.
Yeah. Spent the summer at the ranch, and apparently the ex came by and hung out with the kids some there too.
Okay.
Friends and family. So Kelly took a little bit of a rest there, recharged, ready to go back do some Kellyoke or whatever. I think they've actually hinted that some of it might change a decent bit.
Yeah.
But yes.
Do you get to watch her show?
Am I going to watch it? No, I don't think so.
Oh. Have you ever watched it?
I think I've only seen clips. You?
Yeah, me too.
I don't have the attention span for anything longer than 3 minutes, it turns out.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah. Matt, have you ever heard of hitchless towing?
Hitchless towing. I have not. Is that when you tie a rope to the axle and then tie another rope to the axle of the car behind you?
No. Toyota is working on hitchless towing, which means you could tow another car wirelessly.
Magnets? Are there magnets?
Wi-Fi
strong enough to pull a disabled car behind you.
But what happens if the Wi-Fi cuts out?
I don't know. I'm still curious.
I don't either.
There's no hitch.
Nope.
And somehow one Toyota starts towing another?
Yep.
Specifically Toyota?
Specifically Toyota. They're working it on the Siennas, which is their minivans. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They say that a lot of the necessary features have already been available in their Sienna minivans, so they're testing it out. Wirelessly hitchless towing. That kind of makes me nervous, because what if you're behind the van? It might have its hazard lights on, but all of a sudden it's not going and you're stuck behind it and the car pulling it is gone.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Hitchless towing. So describe the technology to us more, Kate.
Well, you got way more technical when you said put a rope around the axle. So
Right.
this sounds really cool and futuristic, but it's hitchless towing feature where you'll be able to tow another car behind you without actually being connected to it. You'll be connected wirelessly with the Wi-Fi.
So I assume the car behind you would continue to need to be able to function on its own.
I don't know about that.
Doesn't this seem like that would defy physics and reality if the car that was disabled?
I mean, you would need the wheels to turn, but do you need it to turn on?
I would think so. I mean, what's going to propel the vehicle if it's not physically attached to the one in front of it?
If it's being pulled by the one in front of it.
But it's not. There's nothing in between these vehicles.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like the wireless, now I got to hold on.
You think Wi-Fi can actually grab something and move it through the air? Don't you think we'd be flying then if that were the case? Don't you think you and I would be able to fly? Wi-Fi was able to...
Well, they're working on flying cars already.
Okay.
Are you talking about you physically, or are you talking about cars?
Yeah, I'm saying if Wi-Fi can move objects through the air, don't you think us as individuals should be able to fly then? Just through this building? We should be able to float through this building? Just cross your arms and whoop, there you go.
There you go. Beam me up, Scotty. Well, I'm watching the video that Toyota posted, and I can't tell if the van behind it is able to turn on or not, but it's pulling it without being hitched to it.
Yeah, I'm looking up articles now, too, because it seems weird to me.
There's a video in the notebook that under Wi-Fi towing.
But that doesn't tell me whether or not the car that's being, quote, towed is still moving on its own.
Yeah, I don't have that information.
Okay. That looks like one of the ideas is maybe you'd be able to tow, you have people behind you, then they wouldn't need to pay attention to traffic potentially. Or if you're towing, this mentions like a camper or a boat potentially down the line. But right now, if you need two of the same vehicle, because that's what it looks like here, right? They're the same vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay. I'll have to look into this and get back with you, but...
Weird.
Beer prices at every NFL stadium in 2022, Kate.
Uh-oh.
Where do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are? Are they upper half, lower half? Where do you think they are in beer prices?
I want to go middle of the road.
Okay, so...
Which is playing it real safe.
Yeah, it's down toward, the bottom half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs at $8.50.
Oh, I was going to say $10. Way to go.
Yeah, no kidding. The lowest price, well, it's a tie between the New York Jets, Atlanta Falcons, and the Detroit Lions. $5 a beer.
Oh.
Man, that's almost a better deal than you can get at the bar,
I mean, they are pretty crappy football teams. Maybe they're being nice to their fans.
Could be. I thought you were going to say, it's pretty crappy beer they're using there. They're using Keystone Light.
Yeah.
Most expensive. What do you think the most expensive? I'm not expecting you to guess the place, but most expensive beer, how much do you think it is in the NFL?
Oh, I was going to guess the place. I was going to say the Patriots, and I was going to say it was $12 a beer.
It's the Washington Commanders.
No kidding.
$14.
Oh.
Actually, the Patriots are down a decent bit, too. They're like number 10 or something, $10.50.
Okay.
So the other ones up there toward the top, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New Orleans Saints, San Francisco 49ers, and Jacksonville Jaguars all are $11.50. Cincinnati Bengals, $5.27, Kate.
Yeah, poor Bengals. I know they were just in the Super Bowl, but it's been some rough years for those fans. They should definitely get lower beers or cheaper beers.
Okay.
Matt, Thursday night is the first game of the NFL season, the kickoff.
Oh.
The official first game of the season. And the Buffalo Bills are playing at Los Angeles to take on the Rams.
Okay.
So what the Rams did was they shipped in about $25,000 worth of Labatt Blue beer because they think the Bills are going to bring a pretty good away crowd, the Bills Mafia, and they're going to want their Canadian beer and not their foo-foo California beer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, $25,000 worth of Labatt Blue.
So they're shipping a bunch of Labatt Blue.
Yep.
Blue. To the stadium because they're road tripping and don't want to drink.
No, LA is bringing it in.
Why is LA bringing?
They're going to sell it at the stadium.
Oh, I see. They're bringing in just to sell. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they brought in their favorite, the unofficial beer of the Bills. So LA is bringing it in to sell to the Bills fans.
Wow, that is kind of embarrassing, right? To say we're going to have enough Bills fans, we can't be bothered to sell out our own stadium. There's going to be enough fans from the other team coming.
Yeah.
We're going to want to buy enough alcohol to...
It's a big stadium.
sell. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the SoFi.
I mean, Arrowhead's a big stadium, but...
Yeah, this is big. Big.
Big. Okay.
Big. Yeah.
I would still say you should be able to fill it up with local fans. LA? Whatever. There's too many things to do there, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a Thursday night. I mean, they're returning Super Bowl champs. Yeah. Yep.
What do you mean? They're returning Super Bowl champs?
Yeah, the Rams are.
Yes, isn't that even more embarrassing that they can't fill up their stadium?
You would think, but...
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, they're bringing in Labatt Blue.
All right, Kate, we've been mentioning this weekly, so I might as well go ahead and do it again. Quiet quitting.
Quiet quitting.
Ran into another article. Quiet quitting is nothing more than pro-boss propaganda. The story here.
Whoa.
Yeah, their basic point is, okay, so you guys are basically complaining about workers wanting like some kind of work-life balance. Like someone who doesn't check their email constantly probably isn't quiet quitting. They're just, expecting some boundaries between work and home. And so this one's striking back and saying, quiet quitting is just us wanting work-life balance. Thanks. We're not bad at our jobs because we're not checking our email 24/7.
Right.
And I think that's fair.
I knew about quiet quitting without its name in relationships. And so I saw an article the other day about quiet quitting, not just at the workplace, it's in relationships. I'm like, that's been around for a long time.
Right.
We probably didn't call it quiet quitting. We called it being a jerk until the other person breaks up with us so that we don't have to break up with them.
Yep. Or ghosting, potentially.
Yes.
All right, Kate, if you're the first car in line at the red light, especially if it's a turn lane, you got to pay attention. You got to go. You got to be ready to go.
Right.
Get going. Now, everyone behind you that's also on their phones, I still contend that they're also slowing down traffic because looking down at phone, like, oh, the line in front of me is moving now. Most everyone should just be paying attention at the light. Like, okay, we're ready to go. But especially the person in front.
Agreed.
And so, yeah, that happened to me recently. And so my fancy car, since I can talk to Siri right there using the button on the dash, like, remind me about front of the light, turn on red. Get after it. Get out there.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say your fancy car with your Siri button. Tell that car to go.
Yeah, right.
Siri, honk my horn.
And then a bullhorn comes up. Move along. Get going.
Yeah. So where were you in line? Number 2 or further back?
I was 4 or 5 back.
4 or 5 back.
Yeah, but when I'm at the front of the line, when I'm ready to go, I feel the pressure. I feel the heat on. I feel like maybe like a basketball player. You're in the NBA Finals, and you're on the foul line, and there's just like 5 seconds to go, and you're getting ready to tie it. Like you got to be ready. You got to be ready to hit the gas and get going.
I definitely do not feel like that when I'm at the front of the line.
Well, I know, yeah, it's because you're too busy. What are you feeding your kids snacks and on your phone, texting and driving and etc. You can't be bothered just to look at the light.
I go, but I don't feel like it's NBA Finals pressure. I feel more pressure about merging on the highway when you got to like accelerate and like move it, get it, go, get with the traffic.
Meanwhile, the light turns green, and there you are, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. Okay, I guess I'll go now. Are you admitting to that?
No. I'm just saying I don't feel the pressure of, like, people behind me.
When was the last time you were late going through a light?
Late going through a light? Like going through a yellow?
No. Like, through a light that just turned green.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like you might be one of these people.
I don't think so, because I've got the new fancy car where I don't need my phone. I can just touch my screen if I need to do something.
Well, that's distracting too, isn't it? Looking down. Bloop. You're there playing Wordle on your display.
No, no, don't do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the cars are wired in such a way that you really can't do that unless you hack them or something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I also don't think I'm sitting there picking my nose, though, at the light. I'm pretty much paying attention because I got to go.
Well, you can pick your nose and still look at the light.
I mean, I'm rarely taking my time when I'm driving. When I'm driving, I've got to get someplace. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I think we all do, but
so if I've got that kind of got to go, I don't have time to like Sunday drive and wait for the light and just kind of take my sweet ass time.
Right. So you're the one there that's at the light, left turn green, and then you're sitting there, and then at the last minute you notice, oh, my light's green, and then you go through it, and you're the only one that makes it through the light, and then you go 20 miles over the speed limit. Is that you?
No.
Are you that person? Okay.
No.
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 Okay. All right.
No. I do like to go fast, but no, I'm usually not late in a light. Especially if I'm first. When people take their sweet time going through the light, though, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it's one of the worst things. All right. Phew.
Yep.
I'll trust you on this one.
Yep.
Most of the other ones, not so much, but this one. Okay.